start off with a bit of a pop quiz. Could I have you put up your hands if you've seen the movie from 1976, Network? We've got one guy at the back there. Well, I recommend you all go home tonight and watch that cult classic, because it's the situation we're in right now where we might as well laugh, right? Because if not, well... I'll start with a quote from the film, from the lead character, Alan Beale, and I'll end with a quote from him too. I hope this goes well. I don't have to tell you how bad things are. Everybody knows how bad things are. Not even the Tory party want Rishi Sunak. He came second to a lettuce. No one voted for Sunak to be Prime Minister, and his promise of more austerity. He is the richest Prime Minister in history, richer than King Charles, so austerity won't hurt him. Only Tory members voted for Liz Truss. No one voted for her unfunded tax cuts for the richest that crashed the economy. I'm a lucky person, I've got a house. Next year, when my mortgage doubles, who's going to pay for that? The Tories, the Tory membership. If you're renting, your rent's going to go up next year. We're all screwed by the Tories. We need electoral reform as well as a general election to keep the Tories out of power. We need a united, progressive alliance. We need the Labour Party, the Green Party, even the Liberal Democrats to work together. Here in Sheffield, we have a sort of model for the country we may want to see in the future. We have a council with no overall control, where Labour and Green and Lib Dems are forced to work together in the committee system. Wouldn't it be wonderful if our elected representatives showed the country what great changes could be made here in Sheffield? We need constitutional reform to stop ministers being unaccountable and lying in Parliament. We need genuine choice at the ballot box, not just Keir Starmer's Labour. I read in The Guardian the other day, big headline, newsflash, the opposition, Labour, calls for a general election. No, obviously they do, but not just them, the Greens, the Lib Dems. I can't think of any party that's not calling for a general election. I think half of the bloody Tory voters probably are calling for a general election. Everyone's sick of it. We need climate action, social justice and redistribution of wealth. We need a wealth tax, a £15 minimum wage at minimum, fair pay, support for unions and protesters. At the moment, all we're seeing is clampdown, constant repression. What's happening to this country? We need high-quality public services, public amenities, not private luxury. Stop telling the poor to live within their economic means and make the rich live within planetary boundaries. All public services are in crisis, particularly the NHS and the vitally important social care. I'm a social care worker, and I can tell you, even within my organisation, which is luckily well funded, we're struggling, and staff turnover is just, you know, you hire 10 people, next week 9 have left, you hire another 10 people, but now you need to fill 20 jobs. No government can solve our current problems without recognising the economic impact of Brexit, and particularly the hardest possible Brexit brought upon us by Johnson. Sunak is the 5th Tory Prime Minister since the referendum, and the 3rd in the last 7 weeks. But those are not just statistics. Sorry, those are just statistics. The root cause of all this mess is the Tory ideology, business as usual, the right-wing media and their plan to destroy the welfare state. So I'll finish, as I started, with a quote from the film The Network, which you're all going to go home tonight and cuddle up on the sofa and watch. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
Keep that noise going.